You can treat your mother better. You can understand your daughters when they are acting a certain way just by knowing. To those guys that need a best time to propose, today's video is a very dear one to my heart. I've been wanting to talk about this for the longest, and I did a couple research throughout the week, and I've been so excited but nervous to talk about it. But I really want to talk about it. So here goes. We're talking about female cycles. Just basically knowing what your body is doing every single month since the age of 9 or 10. It's honestly crazy that cycle starts from 9 or 10. Like, that is super young. Like, we're literally still in junior secondary for those in Nigeria, like JSS1. Outside Nigeria, like, I don't know what junior secondary is in outside Nigeria. I can't lie to you. So there's a lot of information I've researched. I've written down most of it in my journal. Get your book and paper. Even if you don't get your book and paper, I need to listen attentively. Like, actually give me your attention. I want both male and female to watch this video and learn from this video. If you have a mother, you have a sister, you have a wife, you have a daughter, you have any female in your life, they all have a cycle, and they've had a cycle since they were at least 9 or 10 years old. And that is crazy because we have just been bottling in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort since a very young age. And I don't know about now, the schooling system now, but when we were in school, it was a very gross topic to talk about menstruation. Like, even the guys, everybody like, oh, we don't want to talk about it. When it comes to biology and reproduction, people are interested. Like, even reproduction comes from a cycle. Like, cycle is just as important as reproduction in school. Menstruation is just as important in reproduction, but they don't talk about it enough. Anyways, schools need to do better. You can treat your girlfriend better. You can treat your mother better. You can understand your daughters when they are acting a certain way just by knowing a cycle. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Cycle is like C-I and cycle is like C-Y. I hope. Anyways, English, people correct me in the comment section. Don't stress me. There are 4 phases. There's the menstrual phase, there's the follicular phase, ovulation phase, and there's the luteal. We mostly care about ovulation and menstrual phase. That's not all it is. There's literally 4 phases. The menstrual phase is the beginning of the phase. Like, the first day you bleed is the first day of your cycle. Honestly, I feel like while watching this, you should like just jot things down or print out a calendar, and based on the first day of your cycle, just try to track it. Tracking your cycle helps you to relate to your body more, helps you to understand what your body needs. First is the menstrual phase. So this varies for a lot of people. Menstrual phase, as per when you actually bleed, can be day 1 to 5. Some people day 1 to 3. Honestly, I envy those day 1 to 3 people so much. But for some other people, it's day 1 to 7. The most common range is between day 3 to day 5. So usually we hate this point of the phase so much because it's a lot. I can't even lie. For most people, it's a lot to handle. There's cramps, there's back pain, there's cravings, there's bloating. All these things are very important to note. But at the same time, we need to understand that it is our body, and we should not hate so much on our body. Our body is not fighting us. Our body is not trying to be wicked to us. Our body is not the enemy. In so many ways, it tries to help us. We just need to understand what it wants and give it what it wants. So basically, the menstrual phase is shedding of the uterine lining. Basically, if you're not pregnant, that's... I don't want to get too much into the specifics because I want this to be very understandable by everybody of every age. Having a cycle is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. It helps to get rid of the toxins. It helps to detox. God gave us for a reason. You just need to understand it and it's what works best for you. It helps to also balance our hormone. From the very first day, you already start to produce estrogen. So estrogen is a very great hormone. In fact, the hormone is our bestie. Like, we love the hormone so much. By we, I mean females. It does a lot of things to our body, and we start producing it from day 1. But we actually don't get to see the effect so soon because we're honestly just having cramps or we are just tired. Let's talk about what estrogen is doing for your body. So estrogen makes us mentally clear, makes us very verbal, very outward. You may feel more extroverted, you can handle more stress. Estrogen makes your hair fuller, skin glowing, more beautiful. We love estrogen. Some tips to help with your menstrual phase is reduce the intensity of your workout. If you are trying to hit your PR during that menstrual phase, try to maintain what you know you're already used to, what you know your body can already handle. The body's offloading, so you need to take time to let the body work. You need to give it rest. You need to strengthen it. Eat the right foods. Eat the right food. Sleep is very important. Sleep is very important. Try to relax. I know it's not always so possible because a lot of people are working. Just try. There's also going to be a lot of cravings during this period. Give it what you want. See, you're craving sugar, give it sugar, but at the same time, don't do too much. You're more likely to have diarrhea during this period. You need to not overload the system. It's already doing a lot. It doesn't want too much work, doesn't want too much stress. So you honestly need to eat things that are easily digestible. Don't overdo it with sugar. I'm not saying you should not touch sugar at all. Even if I tell you not to touch sugar at all, that's a lie. You're still gonna touch it. You're still going to lick that ice cream. So go ahead, take what you want. Just don't go overboard. Like, you would know when you are doing too much. Your tummy will tell you that you are doing too much. Drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. For men, I know some people might think, it's not that serious. It's just exaggerating. I'm sure it's not that bad. Bro, I'm sure you have watched a lot of videos doing that cramp simulator. Do you know that I actually want to try the cramp simulator because I don't have such intense cramps, but sometimes I have intense cramps. But I actually want to know if those people that are doing the videos are actually exaggerating or genuinely it actually depicts how cramps feel for females. It is serious. For a lot of people, it is serious. There's people that are lucky in this life that don't have cramps, honestly. But even for them, their body is doing a lot. So don't stress their life. Please. They might be in this situation where they don't want to talk to anybody, they don't want to touch anybody, they just want to be on their own. Let them be. Check up. Oh, are you okay? Are you good? Do you need something? Do you not need something? It is just for a couple days. Thank you. The next phase is the phase we all love, but nobody actually talks about it. Follicular phase. This phase is when the estrogen that I spoke about earlier starts to really bring out its true colors. You start feeling sexier, you start feeling beautiful, your skin is glowing, your hair is fuller, your menstrual phase between first to day 5. So day 6 to day 12, 13, 14, that is your follicular phase. Okay, so you need to write it down, then track it the following month. For me, I use Flow. So I've used Flow for a little while. This Flow for over 2 years. It already has my information. So it predicts when my cycle begins the next month. It predicts when the ovulation begins. It predicts when I'm in my last phase. It gives tips and tricks, what you need to do, what you don't need to do. There are so many articles by different doctors on the app. Most of the articles is for Pro. I don't use the Pro version. I just need it to predict when my next cycle is. If I'm doing something and I'm feeling some sort of it and I'm like, where am I in my cycle? Instead of going to my calendar, I literally check my Flow app. It's not an ad. It's just me genuinely liking Flow. It is not always accurate because we eat a lot of things to affect our cycle. We do a lot of things to affect our cycle. But at least it lets me know that my cycle is between this and this. My next cycle is going to be between this and this. I know that my cycle varies. Sometimes I'm 28 days, sometimes I'm 31 days, sometimes I'm 32 days. The month where I've stressed my life. In school, we were taught it is every month. Every month meaning every 30 days. But that's not how it works. Different people, different time. Sometimes they're even 26 days. People get scared. They see their period twice in a month. Sometimes it is normal. Sometimes you need to check it out. The follicular phase is where we want to be. So everything starts getting clearer. You start feeling stronger. That new period you want to hit, try hitting it in a follicular phase. You'll probably hit it. You might struggle a little bit. But entering like day 10, day 12, day 13, day 14, your estrogen is it's already reaching its peak. Like, you would love your body then. You are so much stronger, you are so much happier, the bloating is gone, your body can handle stress now. To those guys that need a best time to propose, this is a great time to propose. The follicular phase and ovulation phase is honestly a great time for a proposal. Take her out on dates. You guys should have fun. If you don't have a boyfriend, go on solo dates, enjoy yourself, buy that ice cream, buy that yogurt, just take yourself out. You would love it. You would love it. You will feel happy. You are more creative during this phase. I love this so much because, are you an author? Are you a painter? Are you a content creator? Whatever it is they are doing, you are going to get more ideas. Creativity will just be flowing. You'll be wondering how. If you want to start a new project, it is best to start new projects during the ovulation phase and during the follicular phase. Not only do you get more ideas, but it's just easier to handle the stress that comes to starting a new business or starting a new project. Also a great time for conversations. Like, even if it's conflict type of conversation, it is the best time for it because she can handle whatever stress comes with that argument. But if you go and meet her during her last phase, if you go and meet her during her menstrual phase, why? Like, why are you wicked? Like, why are you trying to cause fight when she's already tired? when her body is already doing a lot. Like, what's your point? You're not going to win the argument, so don't bother. But the follicular phase is great for this because she can handle the stress. You say something, she'll give it to you back. You say something, she'll give it to you back. That's how a conversation works. If you want to go for a photo shoot, like your birthday is coming soon, you want to go for a photo shoot, baby girl, follicular phase and ovulation phase, mwah. That bad bitch energy is just going to be flowing out of you. You're going to love it. Like, it's follicular phase, like I said, is the place to be. Estrogen is honestly our bestie. So after follicular phase is the ovulation phase I've been mentioning about a lot. So everybody already knows ovulation phase, honestly. Is the phase that you're likely to get pregnant. Like 95% out of 100 are going to get pregnant unless there's an underlying issue which you should check out. It's very some people as well. It's usually between 3 days to 5 days. So if your follicular phase ended in day 12 or day 13, so your ovulation phase is going to be entering day 13 to day 16, or like day 14 to day 18, depending on how your body is. For the next 3 months, track it. After that 3 months, you would almost perfectly get what day it starts, what day it ends. Flo literally tells me, oh, your ovulation is in 2 days. Oh, your ovulation is today. Your ovulation is this and that. Likely highest chance to get pregnant. That's always annoying me. I can't lie. You are the most fertile in this period. Bro, why are you telling me? But anyways, so estrogen is at its peak in this period. So our body is so conniving because this period is, I told you felt beautiful, your hair felt fuller, you're feeling great in follicular phase. In ovulation, it is doubled because estrogen is at its peak. So everything in follicular phase is intense in ovulation phase because all your body is trying to do is get you pregnant. So your energy surges, more social, libido boost, discharge, mood changes, physical changes like your breast might get swollen, all those other stuff. There's also a little testosterone in your body. There's a little progesterone as well. All this honestly is to ginger reproduction, but you don't need to see it as just that. You could see it as, oh wow, this is when my body is the most beautiful, this is when my body is the most attractive, this is when my body loves me the way I love it. Honestly, even though your body loves you all the time, honestly, let's not be negative. Use it to your benefit. Is there one course that you have been trying to read about that you feel like you don't understand? Try reading it during this period. Try taking your time, sit down and read and understand. It's easier. Like I said, you are more creative because of the estrogen. You are in great shape. You want to run a marathon? Go ahead, run a marathon. Do you want to lift more weight? Go ahead, lift more weight. All these things are going to be easy for your body to handle. Disease stress, your body can handle it now. It's like your body is talking to you. You just need to listen and do what you want. And you'll be able to work well. You'll be able to love yourself more. You'll be able to understand yourself more. You're able to enjoy life. To the last phase, the luteal phase. According to the calendar now, this is either day 17 or 18 to the end of your cycle. Day 28 if you're 28 days, 29 if you're 29 days, 30 days if you're 30 days. Honestly, I don't know why this phase is so long, because this phase is the depressing phase. No offense, but this phase is actually very sad. This phase is actually, it honestly doesn't have to be. You just need to understand it. So let's go through what I wrote down for this phase. This phase is when progesterone is coming in. Closer to the ending of the phase is when progesterone is high. More into the phase you are in, the more progesterone is. Progesterone is a calming hormone. Progesterone is that hormone that makes you feel like, when you're watching a movie and for maybe you start to cry, but you watched this movie before, you did not cry. Yeah, you're getting closer to the end of your cycle. That's the guy that we don't like. Females start to get more irritated, more mood swings, they start to get angrier, they start to crave carbs. And honestly, it's not the enemy. Carbs and sugar is not the enemy. Our body needs to produce glucose to help progesterone, so we actually do need a little bit of that carbs and sugar. So don't fight it, but at the same time, like I said before, don't do too much. So there'll be a change in personality. There'll be bomber days. You are less likely to handle stress. This is actually very important to note. This is where men always act as if we are doing too much. Baby girl, you're not doing too much. Your body is not meant to handle stress during this period. It does not want stress, so don't give it stress. If you can take leave, the best time to take leave in a month is towards the ending of your last phase and the beginning of your first phase, depending on how bad your cramps can be. To be best to do the last 7 days or the last 5 days of your cycle, that's when progesterone is like high. That's when you should take the leave. But if you have intense cramps, you can share it. Let's say first last 3 days of your last phase, your luteal phase, and first 2 days of your menstrual phase. That way you are not stressing, you are at home and you are resting, you are watching movie, you are sleeping, you are taking warm tea, whatever it is you know your body likes during that phase. Food and stress can affect the phases, drugs can affect the phases. This luteal phase is honestly a very delicate phase. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and when there is cortisol, progesterone doesn't come out, meaning it elongates your phase. All in all, that progesterone hormone has to be produced before you even get to the menstrual phase. It has to happen. The more stress you put on your body, the longer your cycle can be. The more stress you go through, the longer progesterone takes for it to produce, and if it doesn't come out, you just continue to feel worse. Just want to be in your bed crying, sobbing, watching movies. It is normal, but you need to understand that your body is just telling you to relax. Your body's just telling you to rest. Do whatever makes you happy. If you want to go on a solo date, you can go on a solo date in your house. Get scented candles, order food in. If you can help it, try. If you can't help it, just try and put in scenes that makes you happy. Shopping makes you feel good. This is a great time to order that bag you have been eyeing. Don't worry. The money will come back. Money is flowing. Don't worry. Don't stress yourself. You will get the money back. So this is not the time to go on those big projects. Now, if you want to launch your business, this is not the time to do that, because the stress, the overthinking, it might get overwhelming. You might feel like you're not up to it. You might feel like, oh, this is not what you're meant to do. That's a lie. That's just the progesterone talking. That's just the little phase working. Bro, don't get into big projects. Don't get into something drastic in this phase. Wait till your ovulation phase or follicular phase, baby. You would flourish. Trust me. I know that sometimes you can't just help when things come in, but if you can, try. Do not, this is not the best time to run a marathon. This is not the best time to try and hit your PR. This is not the first time to want to go past your PR in the gym. You have to prioritize rest, prioritize taking things as they come, taking things slowly. You already know what you're used to. If it's 25 kg, your body runs on a regular day, stick 25 kg. Don't try to do too much. You are still working out those muscles, but in this phase, if you cannot go to the gym 5 times in a week, cut it to 3 times to 4 times a week. Rest is honestly doing better for your muscles than actually getting more, adding more weight to your PR. Father, brother, uncle, daddy, whatever the freak you are, this is not the time for conflict. The slightest thing can make her angry. Always take these things as more than they are. Like, every woman goes through this. It's not something disgusting. It's not something special. It's not something eerie. It's not something gross. It's not something that cannot be communicated. I feel like the more we talk about it, the more we feel at ease during those phases, because it's not something to be shy about, something that only girls are supposed to talk about. Every female would go through a cycle at a stage in her life. So I don't understand why it is now a bad thing to say, oh, I'm in my menstrual phase, or my ovulation phase, and my luteal phase. Baby, this is when you feel like you're not beautiful. But trust me, this is just the hormones talking. You are a beautiful damsel. My advice would be to get a mirror, either in your bathroom or in your room, maybe a full mirror or a small mirror, whatever. I know that during the due phase, you might not want to look in the mirror, but trust me, during the follicular and ovulation phase, you will see that coin. So if you're in your luteal phase, knowing full well that during your follicular phase and ovulation phase, the coin was there to shine, you will understand that, okay, this is just my body working. This was my body trying to help me. This is my body trying to detox. So this bloating is normal. I'm going to get back my flat tummy very soon, because the estrogen will come in a couple days. So don't dip it, don't stress it. Just look at yourself in the mirror and call yourself beautiful, because you are beautiful. Okay? What I don't like the most about this phase is breakouts. The breakout can be so intense. Like, even the PMS can be so intense. Try and eat good food, because it will make or break you during this phase. My skin gets triggered by nuts. If I take nuts during this period, even though I crave nuts sometimes, if I take nuts in this period, I know what's going to come at me during my menstrual phase, or even still during the luteal phase. So take good food, but take other good food. Take plant-based food, take fruits, take things that will help you, that you know that will help you. Do your research on each of the phases and the type of food that best work for each phase. This will be the best time to journal, because you are just going to release all those emotions, and before the end of journaling, you realize that this is just what is going on at this moment in time. So let it happen. Let it go through you. Nothing is wrong with you, okay? So if you want more information, you should watch out this podcast. Now this podcast said a lot. She really explained a lot. She really gave me a lot to think about, mostly about fasting, but there's also about the menstrual cycle. So you can start from when the timer starts 1 hour and something. That's when you can start if you're looking specifically for the menstrual phase. Now she also talks about menopause. I feel like I should not be talking about menopause because I haven't experienced it one on one. I'm not at that age yet, but she is. So you would tend to want to believe what she says more. But if I'm to give you anything, the other audience watching right now, other female audience, male or female, you really, really need to understand that this menopause phase is a very delicate phase for every woman, especially during the ages of 40 to 45, sometimes even 35. The cycle is not constant anymore. The cycle is not every month anymore. It's not every 28 days. Sometimes it doesn't show at all. And this is when your brain is trying to adjust to the loss of a cycle. Whatever the estrogen does on a regular day, the estrogen is not constant anymore. The progesterone is not constant anymore. It comes anytime. It's so unbalanced. That's why you need to treat yourself right during this menopause stage. You need to understand that they can be irritable, they can be angry easily, they can just switch anyhow. Their moods can just swing anyhow. It's not their fault. Their brain is trying to understand and balance out the hormones fluctuation. This man talks a little about it, and I feel like you should watch it and really learn more. But to those that have mothers that are going through this, just we really need to understand that their body is doing something they cannot even control. Even them are trying to understand themselves more. But after their cycle is totally gone, during the post-menopause, their brain has had enough time to calibrate. Their brain has had enough time to say, okay, I'm not getting enough estrogen, I'm not getting enough progesterone. How do I work with it? Their brain can work better. Their brain can help them regulate those moods. This is when she actually even gets wiser. The older she is, she's wiser. Her memory is better. They tend to even retain more knowledge. And that is just so interesting to me. So if there's anybody going through that in my viewers, I love you so much and I hope you get through it, and I hope you get all the support you need, all the love you need. I love you guys, and I'm so glad that you stayed to the end of this video, and I want you to take care of yourself. I need to understand that your body is never the enemy, no matter how it seems to be hitting you. Whatever pain you're feeling is trying to tell you something. You just need to understand what it's saying. You just need to listen and check out a specialist, to go to that doctor, go to that clinic, do whatever you need to do to support yourself, because a good healthy gut, it brightens up your day. Legit. I love you guys. Bye.